Does it make sense to own a home, even though you don't have to? Absolutely. Why? Because homes appreciate at right now in Metro Atlanta for the last 2 years, 15% a year. So if you bought a home at 300,000, it's now what you make $45,000, and you didn't do anything but wake up in the morning. So if you wanted to sell it in 1 year, you could put $45,000 in your apartment pocket. If you lived in an apartment, you don't have that. Rents don't appreciate. So that's the purpose. There's only one reason to buy a home. It's financial. And hopefully you're buying a home that's appreciating, right? Other than that, there's no reason. You don't have to own a home. Shit, no reason to. I mean, if you're a W-2 employee working somewhere, and you make under $250,000, yeah, you want to have a interest write-off because you get to write off the interest on your mortgage against your income. So if you have a $5,000 mortgage and most of its interest is 60 grand, this is what I used to do. My mortgage used to be on one of my houses 5,000 a month. So what did I do? I know the law says I can write off interest on my home. So I paid myself $60,000 a year, and my interest on my home was $60,000 a year. So I have zero income. That's why they say the rich don't pay taxes. The system is set up that way. You don't just, as a business owner, you don't just pay yourself wages for. The question is why? Because I
No,
can.
sorry for interrupting you, but it's so interesting. I met one of my friends this weekend. He's making over 500,000 a year, and
Mhm.
he was crying because he's like, I have to pay all this taxes to the government. And I said to him, you need to get with a financial advisor
Yes.
because you should not be paying any taxes. I don't
Yes.
understand, why are you paying taxes?
If he's self-employed, he's
So
got to.
he's like, no, he's not self-employed. He was actually working for a big company, a
Oh, he
huge
don't pay
company.
taxes if he's W-2 for sure. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he definitely needs to buy a house because he needs.
Yeah. Well, he has a house. So he's now buying a bunch of other houses
Yeah,
to
makes sense. Yeah, makes
You
yeah.
sense.
need some Schedule C income too.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. What else? So think about that. Like if you guys, when you start doing people, and some of you guys already are, with higher net worth people, they don't want low interest rates, guys. They want higher interest rates. Why? Because it's more interest they pay on their home. It's more of a tax write-off for them if they're not paying cash, right? I've had people come and say, Anthony, give me the highest rate you can give me. Unfortunately, they changed the mortgage business. It's not really like that. You can't really do that anymore, right? So there's only a little bit of leeway, maybe a quarter of a percent, but they want higher rates because they want to write off more. And now what? In like my buddy just moved out of New York, and because they only can write off up to $25,000 in off of their home, and you can't buy anything in New York under $1 million, and taxes are just ridiculous on homes up there. So different mindsets for different peoples, right? Different people. So the whole point of that was what? Sales is emotional. Our job is to keep people emotional. We know what's best for them, especially if they're a W-2 employee. Every W-2 employee under a certain income needs to own a home because they're going to live somewhere. You might as well get the tax write-off. That's the purpose of buying a home. This is a whole nother training, right? Whole nother training. So that is the reason to do it.